guys, welcome back. Monday night, the 27th of June in Australia. Come on to 11 o'clock, nearly half an hour before market opens. Bringing you in for an initial wish list review. As you can see here, again, just using the free stock screener on Yahoo Finance. The US, I just use a small cap, mid cap, and intraday price between 1 and 5. Give that a refresh, see what's what. Change the percentage change. And what do we got here? 300 million, too high. 53 million with a 400,000 volume. We'll check it out. KG EIF. Obviously, this is take control trades. Take control because we're taking back control of our life. Plan is to get away from the mundane grind of the 9 to 5. We want freedom in our lives. KG EIF. OTC, we're not going to trade it anyway. It's an OTC stock. Yeah, I want to stay away from OTC. For those that don't know, OTC is basically for stocks that have fallen below the dollar bracket at some stage. Well, this is my understanding of it, correct me if I'm wrong, and no longer trades on the main stock market like the NASDAQ, etc. But obviously this one's back up above $1, so it started to trade again, but you can see VWAP, it's just tanked and well below the 200 moving average again. I don't think we're going to have a look at that one. It could change. This BNTC is going crazy. 96 million volume with a market cap of just under 10 million. So definitely be keeping an eye on this one today. For me, it's hard to tell since it's been the weekend. Still learning. Does it mean it was the volume last week or pre-trading volume? Who knows? We'll add it on to the lists. TBLT went nuts, which is what we traded on Friday. Yeah, so it must be the last week's traded volume. I think last week on the Monday, that would have been the week before, I did night shift. So I work FIFO. And those that care, when I work FIFO, when I do night shift, so I do week on, week off in the mines, when I work night shift, I don't get to trade because obviously I'm working when our market opens. But day shift, I do a 15-hour day, go to the gym for an hour, and then have a sleep for an hour, hour and a half, set my alarm for 11 o'clock, get up at 11, do my watch list, and trade for an hour, and then I go back to sleep, probably about 12:30, and then get up at 4 a.m. and do the whole thing again. And I do that because I love this shit and I'm passionate about it, and this is my way out. Even when you're old and retired, all you need is internet, a computer, and one working finger and half a brain, and you can make more than the pension. So, yeah, enough waffling on TBLT. We'll stick that on just to purely see if it gets any momentum going at the opening, because of the interest on Friday as a possibility. Again, I'm just a novice. I don't give financial advice, obviously. I'm learning, but I'm definitely open to constructive criticism and hints and tips, so feel free to comment, message me, whatever. Have a quick look at Sierra. Started to get some action on Friday, so it may be worthwhile having a look. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong. And boxed again's come on the radar. Made some nice moves last week. $187 to $224. Kept rising all day. See, there's definite resistance level there at $2. Had the bounce. The second bounce up. 2 to 234 again. Had the double top there, with the bounce down and then never hit again. You can see where it broke the uptrend. There's the bounce there as well at about $1.80. Would have been a nice up move there. 27 cents right there. Double bounce again. Interesting. And there's not much else doing at this stage, really. Couplers. Wrap might be worth a look. Definitely died off. I missed this play on Friday. Jesus. $10.30, yeah. See, this kicked off when I was in bed. I went to bed. Might have had some news, I'm not too sure. I don't think much will happen, but I'm going to keep an eye on it just to have a little look-see. USX, it's a little bit higher cap than I want. Put blood in. Lemmy. NTRB. Yeah, but I think that's it for the moment, guys. One more MITQ. Stick him on, but it's been moving slowly. That's it for now, guys. But I'll have a look around a bit closer to the opening bell and see what's what. Have a look at a few Discord groups. See what other people are following as well. That's what I sort of do. See if I've missed something. Like I said, I'm just a novice, still learning. Hopefully, you guys learn with me and progress with me. Slowly rising back to 100k, where I was stuffing around, finding my feet. Sort of found my feet, so we're slowly getting this paper trading account back up to 100k and above. Hopefully, in a month or two, we'll get back into some live proper trading, start making some money. All right, guys, I'll bring you back closer to the opening bell. Adios. All right, guys, welcome back. Take control trades. We are about a minute out of the open. I've added a couple little extras. Not much has changed since during pre-market on the scanner. BioAtla, Omega Therapeutics, and Agile Therapeutics. Yeah, I was just looking at the prices so you can see my price range, and here we go. Market is opened. So we'll keep an eye out on the volume and see what's hot and what's not. PBTS doing. There's a fair bit of volume at the moment. Not volume in the direction that we want though. AFib could be a go. Volume's dying off a little bit. Boom. See what it does a bit later. So far, not seeing any real great pulls. AFib's still got some decent volume on it, but and RSN's consolidating right around VWAP. Wouldn't be surprised to possibly see a pull out of that based on the volume profile. With this large spike. Boxed. Did I not put boxed on the list? Thought I did. So far, not much doing. There's that pool that I was talking about. Not a major one, but a little 12 center. Nothing to trade, obviously. Volume profiles all out of chop. Could be making a move to the up at the moment. There's 276. Honey. It's filled me, but we'll see what happens. Might be a bit premature, I think. Hit 304, so I'm expecting a break. At least the 310, surely. It's 3.9. Take some profit off of there. 315. Should have 320 here. Few sellers coming into play there. But I'm expecting they'll get bought out. That's possibly the short sellers that are covering the losses. Should pull back to 320. Probably should have added to the position there. That was 319. 320. Take some profit off of there. We'll see where she comes down to. Wait for another pullback. Three, 2, 5. There's a bit of selling resistance there, so this is where you got to be quick, right? So 325's not. I think the pool's gone for a little while. Starting to get a bit choppy here. A little bit of consolidation going on. So 326 from 258. That's insane. We might look at a break. Couple of nice little profits off of that though. Still consolidating. How's AFib going? AFib's starting to pull. We might have the cup and saucer pattern here. Wait for the handle and then a continuation. Volume profile starting to slow down. Keep an eye. Jeez. It's well above 200. We're above VWAP. It's tempting to take a position here, purely because it's above VWAP. I need to start taking more notice of what the candles are doing. At the moment, it's sort of in a flat battle. Volume profiles all over the place. And RSN still consolidating. Could break either way at this stage. To me, we've sort of got this sort of a downward trend, but it's very hard to say at this stage. It could go either way. Again, a couple of nice trades there. Didn't get in quick enough. $30 so far. It's not too bad. Still in the green. Account's coming back up. Slowly, slowly. So AFib starting to come in. I'm liking the look of this setup here. There's a micro pullback. Now at 116. Still think we may get a bit of pullback before an up move here, but I don't really want to get locked into anything. It's moving very slow. Very slow. This is where market depth is very handy to see what's on the order books. We see maybe a break above. If it breaks 326, she may be a goer again. There's 328. It may bounce. There you go. Still trading this range. But I do think we will be breaking 327 to the up. Again, as you can see, I'm still only doing 200 share size here. And in the real world, I would be doing 200 for a little while till I can get a little bit of a pot going when we are trading with real funds. And then I'll be taking leverage, 4-to-1 leverage. So this $30 would actually be 120 already, and we would have made our day's goal. And I probably would have caught it a day. And that's 120 US dollars. So, you know, that's closer to 200 Australian for me, which would be a fantastic day. That'd be an extra, you know, $1,000 a week for me, which would be just nuts. So again, not much doing here, still consolidating within this range. We've still got some decent volume going on, but I'm not liking the pattern. PBTS is just tanking. It's taking a huge hit. So here's that cup and saucer, or whatever you call it, cup pattern. We've got the bowl, the small handle down, and then potential to the up. But the volume's just, it's not quite there. The handle's still coming down there. I still believe it's going to continue to the up. Still actually not a hell of a lot doing. Unless I've missed a couple of plays, which is very possible, as I do. Again, novice trader. I don't pretend to know everything. I don't give advice, financial advice. I just want to take you guys on the journey with me, this learning journey. Like I said, I think I said in my first video, I have traded before, but I was trading futures on Tradeovate, and I lost $500 Australian in a month. And that's why I'm back in paper trading, especially in this bear market. It's just all over the place. But if I figured if I can make some money in this bear market, paper trading, learn what's what, I will hopefully be a lot better trader when the market turns and comes back to where it should be in this possible recession that we're currently going through. So there's, well, it's not really the cup pattern there anymore, is it? We've dropped by VWAP, still above the 200. So now's the time where we can possibly have a look at other options to see if we've missed any other plays, but VRM, there's nothing really moving. So far, I've found Mondays to be fairly difficult to pick, or not difficult, but definitely slow. I mean, look at the volume here. It's all over the place. Apparently that's got an 8 million share volume at the moment. One of the dudes I have been watching on YouTube, he trades, well, he says that below a market cap or a float of 100 million's more ideal. Can't remember why. Yeah. So again, see, look here. So it's a huge market cap. You got to look at several things. So this one, the market cap's ideal. It's under 100. It's got decent volume, 1.7. Not crazy volume, but decent volume. But it's only had a change of 9 cents. So if we have a look, it's really not worth even trading. I mean, the volume is quite low, but when you've got a 4 cent move with the share volume that we're trading at, well, I'm trading out of 200, it's just, you're risking, let's say, $20 stop loss to make a couple of bucks. Yes, very slow. So this is where I struggle. So being in Australia, like I said, it's midnight, and I've made 2 trades. To me, the market's sort of not dead, but very quiet. As you can see, I've been momentum trading, well, momentum scalping anyway. Either buying high, selling higher, or buying the micro pullbacks and selling higher, and taking small profits bit by bit, which over the long term add up. And I'm not seeing any of those plays at the moment. As you can see, we've got some consolidation here, still continuing on with the Neurosense Therapeutics that we traded. And I'm still learning these patterns, so I'm pretty sure that this down trend flag pattern will be a continuation to the upside. I'm pretty sure. But the volume's just dying in the arse here, as you can see. So I mean, it could go either way really, but I believe it will continue. Resistance is 326. Large sell volume there. AFib, fairly choppy. 118 resistance. And a dollar support there below VWAP. Choppy volume. So, I mean, potentially we could be jumping in for some range trading here between these levels. But I mean, again, it's a risk. You wait for confirmation. This is almost a double bounce. So that would have been probably ideal. We hit $1, hit VWAP, bounced off of VWAP, hit $1. What's this, Dragonfly Doji or something? I think it's called, a Rising Star, something like that. I think that's a strong indicator to buy there. So I probably should have bought there. That would have been a nice little profit. 15 cents. Not bad. In 6 minutes. TBLT's making a slow climb back up with some gap into the volumes all over the place. Not really interested in it at the moment. So for me, I mean, I could be wrong, but in the way I'm doing it at the moment, like I said, still learning. See, there you go. It's broken to the downside, and I would have picked it to go the opposite way. So I would have been stopped out there for sure. EVFM's volume is potentially starting to pick up. We have a slow trend to the upside here. I mean, my charting skills aren't the best, but we've broken VWAP there. It is a little bit on the cheaper side, 65 cents. I don't think it's an OTC yet because I believe that they have a few days, maybe 4 days or something, is it 3 or 4 days for the share to break $1 before they do get downgraded from the stock exchange proper to OTC status. And OTC is sort of on the verge of bankruptcy, I think. I could be wrong again. Please correct me if I am wrong. Box starting to make some moves. Volume profile slowly rising, starting to get some interest. Maybe people are waking up on it. But there's a 40-cent play right there. And a 25 right there. I wouldn't even know how to pick that. I mean, maybe no one can, or maybe someone can tell me how. We've got to bounce off of VWAP. Very slow. Vaccinity. So D2, a little bit of volume, but not much change in price. KGC, it's got a huge market cap. A 5-cent change. Hills. I pulled Hills off the list, didn't I? Not much doing anyway. So where's all the volume at? I don't understand. I mean, obviously, my stock screener is between $1 and $5, so that's, I've only got access to 2,000 stocks here purely because of my initial budget when I am back into money trading of 200 shares. So obviously, 200 shares at $3 a share is 600 US, which is about $1,000 Australian or close to it. So I'm basically practicing for that initial week. And then, like I said, we'll get into leverage, 4-to-1 leverage, which will give us more buying power, which will mean, a position size of 800 to 1,000 shares per trade, which will be nice. And I will start doing that here at some stage when we start climbing our way back up, as though we have made gains for real. But at this moment in time, especially while I'm below the 100,000 starting balance, I'm going to stick to the 200 share size, just like it would be in real life. So yeah, I mean, 10 past midnight here now in Australia. Monday night, very slow. Well, for me it is anyway. There you go, I was completely wrong in the direction that this was going to be trading in. But we were lucky to get this this squeeze up here. I mean, I saw this consolidation here, and I was thinking, I mean, again, it could have gone either way, but it broke above. We saw some volume there. It has the potential to do it here again, actually. Similar sort of a setup. There's a little bit of support here about the 280. To 290. We could see another breakout. I'd love to be able to sit up all night and just watch the market for the whole night, not necessarily taking any trades, but just to watch the market live and to see where it does. And there you go, it's broken below. So again, I was completely wrong. Unless it's just bouncing off that 280 again, which is a possibility. Another thing I need to get better at is to wait for confirmation. Like here, I just said, oh no, it's broken, I was wrong. But in actual fact, it could have just been a false breakout to the downside. And what we're actually seeing is a second bounce. So the first bounce was here at 280. And this could just be the second bounce to the up, just like we've had over here. A little bit of volume coming in. But yeah, like I said, I'd love to be able to sit up all night, and eventually I will. Some nights I will probably. But I go back to work out in the mines tomorrow for day shift, so I will be able to trade in the middle of the night. I'll be getting up at 11 o'clock and trading for an hour, I said, at least. So I will be recording each and every session that I trade. So this does look like a bounce off of 280. Yeah, you look at that. Back to the 5 minute. And she's not looking too good. I do forget to flip to different time frames. I do like the 1 minute though, especially for these small share sizes. But yeah, I think there's not much doing. And again, I'm probably going to. There's a third bounce off of 180 there, so yeah, pretty sure we're going to see another hike up to the upside here. See the volume profile there. Starting to curve back up, but we're getting a lot of selling resistance. And again, if you go out of the 5 minute, it doesn't look good. So, that's definitely a habit I need to get into again. Keep flipping back. Because if you look at this chart, why would you be buying a position that's clearly on a downtrend? But you come here on the 1 minute, and gives you a little bit of hope. Oh no, she's gonna bounce, but next minute stopped out. So we broke the resistance on the up channel there. It's still only a 14-cent jump though. It's not anything amazing. But yeah, guys, and myself, if I'm the only one looking back at this in the future, these two trades were made tonight. I'm going to call it a night. 45 minutes in, very slow for me anyway, to be sitting up all night and not watching anything happen. I'm happy, very happy with $30 here. What's that, $50 day? $43. I mean, it's half of my daily goal. But for me to try and jump in on a trade that I'm not 100% happy with to get stopped out on and be below that $40 day. I'll be very happy with myself. Boxers, 3 jumps, 3 bounces off that VWAP. Be interesting to see what happens when it hits that 290. But I mean, you know, a better person could definitely play these trades here. But that's not for me at this point in time. So, guys, I want to thank you for hanging out with me. And we'll continue the journey tomorrow night. This has been Take Control Trades. Thanks for hanging and learning and teaching. See you next time.